Well, hi, Gabe. I'm sure you've been asked this. I'm sorry if it came up late, but can you walk us through your process of coming back for this year? And
Yeah, it was tough. Long nights with my family after the bowl game, just making that decision. What's the right decision for me? But honestly, just after like a lot of prayer and just asking my family, talking with coaches and talking with numerous amount of people, just I can just get better for another year. Like why not? There's no rush. And the folks not going nowhere. Another year to develop. My game mentally and physically, and Coach B is a really good coach, so why not just learn another year under him? And this team could be really good this year and really special. So having JC and Zay and Luke Almighty coming back, I'm like, why not? Let's do it. Let's finish out with another good year.
Was there kind of ever a critical moment in the process that you remember sitting with your family or on the phone, like, okay, this is it? Like,
yeah, I mean, I was talking to my brother like every day. My mom, every day. Whoever I can, honestly, talking to them. Like obviously, like dudes in the league that play here, like Johnny, Keith, Casey, Isaiah, like all those dudes that's in the league, like just talking to them, just having their perspective, and they all said like whatever you do is a good decision, but like there's nothing wrong coming back, just learning the game because the league is the league, the lead of the league, so why not have another year and developing and going against good competition in the Big Ten.
I mean, I can pretty safely say none of the three of us had to pause the NFL. So how hard is that, knowing it's your lifelong dream? There's obviously a lot of money involved in that, right? To be so close and think, I'm going to hold off for another year. Like, how difficult is that?
I mean, it's good, I mean, I've done this, it's just nothing new to me. Like, I'm extremely grateful and blessed for the opportunity just to even be in the conversation of, going to the next level. And I know what it takes, it's not easy. It's another year. I mean, people are not just going to go off my last year film and just be like, okay, I got to do it again and be consistent. So, I mean, all glory to God. I'm just very thankful and, another year to develop and just keep on advancing my game and showing people like who I am.
How important was it maybe seeing what Pat was able to get out of a senior year to your decision and seeing how much your stock can rise from a senior year?
Yeah, Pat's a really good player. Obviously, like just seeing him like day in day out, his routine was crazy. Coming to the building early, tubbing, doing the hot and cold tub, watching film, just taking care of his body. Like seeing him like grow into the player he is now has been like a tremendous opportunity for me because I've been around a lot of good players, but him that last year was just different for him because he'd done the same thing consistently. He didn't taking days off, like he was doing the same thing, the same person every day, and you can see it on Saturdays when he played against other teams.
Coach Whelan talked about it, like you were in the portal with people that really wanted you. You know what I mean? What was it like having to deal with an offseason of NFL decision, colleges trying to pick you off? Like what was that like going through?
I mean, nothing new. Like I've been doing that since my freshman year, but I'm extremely loyal. Coach B is a really good coach, as I said. Like I love just learning under him and learning the game, and he coached outside backers in the league. So just having him as a coach, I've learned a lot about football, like just one-on-one, just learning the simple stuff that I feel like that's going to improve my game. So I mean, that wasn't a hard decision. I would have transferred for anything. No matter the money, no NIL, like wouldn't let me go.
What were some of those things you feel like you can grow for another year in college and that maybe the NFL wanted to see you continue to develop in your game?
Just being more consistent, consistent hands, playing zone read, just being a better efficient pass rusher. Like everything as a good edge rusher could be. So I mean, taking into account, like I just have to do all those things. There's no secret sauce. You just got to work, grind and put in the hours, put in the time.
I saw you were buying some Girl Scout cookies the other day. I mean, what does it mean to you to be able to get back to this community like that?
I mean, it's good, obviously I was just driving down the street, my neighborhood, and I just seen the girls and, the guy waving the box, the Girl Scout cookies around. I was like, why not? I'll get a box. And, I was like, I'll just get the whole thing. I just doing a generous act, kind of from my heart, I wasn't expecting the whole publicity thing or anything like that, but it's good to give back to the community because I know if I was a kid and I would enjoy that too. So I got the ability to do it, so I'm just very grateful and I've probably been at Girls' Day, so that's special to me.
What's your favorite box? What's your favorite flavor of cookies?
Probably like maybe like peanut butter chocolate, vanilla, like anything like that. I just took one box. I don't need it because I'm trying to stay at the weight I am now. So I mean, it was good just, just seeing them, a smile on her face and the mom's face, and just, it was a good day for me.
What do you feel like you did show last year? You had a very big statistical year and had a huge impact. What do you feel like your biggest, leap was from sophomore year to junior year version of you?
I guess my mindset, last year, obviously, it's a junior year, the eligible year, so I just know, every game counted, every rep counted, so I just took that into account. I took, every game as an opportunity to get better, learn from it. Obviously, I didn't get, what I wanted. I'm always hungry, I'm never satisfied, and I'm just very grateful for another opportunity this year just to, play against, the better competition in the Big Ten. As you see, we're playing Ohio State, Indiana, the better teams in the conference, so I'm just excited, for another opportunity.
I think last spring, maybe last fall, was a run through people's faces mindset you shared with us.
Definitely running through people's faces. That's always the mindset. I'm a kid that mindset. Day in, day out. Just never giving a player a break. Obviously, just always having that consistent motor. And then I'm ready for this year. Just another year running through people's faces.
When you decided to come back, who was your first call in the football facility, and how did you kind of break that news to people?
Obviously I told Coach B,
Sure.
but then I told my position coach now, Trent, who at the time was just a GA assistant coach, and he was pretty much fired up for it, because he wanted me to come back. He felt like it was a good idea for me, and I mean, I'm just glad he's my position coach now, because he obviously played in the league for 5 years under different organizations, so he knows a lot about ball, and I'm just grateful that he's my coach, and I'm learning a lot from him, and he's a good dude.
Yeah, we don't know Trent all that well, so what makes him a good coach, and what's been his impact on you?
I guess you say his experience. He's played against one of the greats. Dude had a sack against Tom Brady. No one just gets a sack against Tom Brady if you're not good. So, just learning from him, he's teaching me the little things. It's always little things, and that was my biggest thing last year. It's always little things, and I'm just monitoring those details. And he helps me a lot with just the mental aspect and just staying in my playbook. Being consistent, having that motor, just being hungry.
Was that a difficult process for you, trying to decide whether you wanted to jump in the draft or come back?
It was. Definitely because it's always been a dream of mine just to play in the NFL, but obviously I want to come back and do something special, that Illinois has never done in a long time. So I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna find a line 9. So it's my last year. Let's do it. All right.
Tell me